Good afternoon, May 20th, 2024, Jacksonville, Florida. Mary Conley. I'm no artist. I have taken some art courses through the course of art and imagination and in art in high school, and I've taken some art courses, but I'm not very good. But anyway, the ride in 1967 where me and my little friend Debbie got in this car. She said, "Get in." I said, "No, it's just pretend, it's just pretend." This is how his hand looked. It was a young hand, almost like just getting out of teen years. He would have been 20 years, 9 months. Maybe 20 years, 9 months in June. And then he had little wisps of, I would call it brown or black fur, black hair on his arm, wisp of it. A very thin hand, a silver revolver, and it was a revolver quite long. I followed it up to the ceiling of the Volkswagen, which was eggshell white with little peg holes in it. The steering wheel was quite large and it almost went down to his knees. He was thin. If you say ectomorph, mesomorph, he was a thin thing. I tried to show, I think it came from the glove box. The glove box back in 1967 was very primitive. It was just, you just turned it like this. So, I don't know. But he pulled that gun, and I tried to draw the way he looked. This isn't a bad depiction here of him from the side, because that's all I could see. He was out of it. Then I noticed, I don't know why I drew it like that. I noticed his eyebrows, when he looked in the mirror, had gone, you cannot capture the horror of it. It was so hollow, so otherworldly. I guess it's a pseudo-sexual state or something. I don't know. But his eyebrows seemed to go all of a sudden one eyebrow instead of two separate eyebrows. I said, "What is your name?" He said, "Theodore." Monotone. I said, "Well, what is your last name?" And he said, "Bundy." And I said, "Your name is Bundy like my clarinet, and your gun is silver like Debbie's flute." I remember for years I'd go on dates, and if a guy got angry, I said, "Why are you so angry?" And then I drew this because he didn't have a shirt on. There was a mole somewhere. His hair was almost kinky. They were short seats. They were not bucket seats, okay? There were no seat belts. Anyway, 57 years now, no word from Jeannie, Vicky, or Debbie. Now, I think the following week, my family went to Daytona, and I got a little red surfer shirt at Woolworths because I went to Daytona and I got a rat fink. And then later that summer, after summer school, my grandmother and 2 aunts came down and we went to Mayport, which indicates to me that we had split my dad split his vacation, and that instead of the 2 weeks he normally took, he took 1, and we went to Daytona so my mom could see her brother Walter. He worked for High Lie and Daytona 500, so she could go down, and we do a little bit down there, and I was all excited about that. And remember when I went to Kathleen's house, and Debbie said, "You can't write it in your diary. He displayed a gun, and we were hitchhiking. We'll get in big trouble." Well, she had to worry about that because her mom and dad had custody dispute. Her mom was divorced, and there were custody disputes because Mrs. Hogue was bipolar, manic depressive. And I guess if she lost custody, it wouldn't be good. I tried to show how slender, he was slender. Anyway, I didn't care at that point because she was being mean. I said, "Well, you can ride with Vicky next week," or something like that, because her sister didn't drive by then. So I said, "Well, I figured she'd do that." I think the school was only 3 days a week. And that shows also because of the interruptions. I wasn't really interested in clarinet that much after that. But the most important thing is right there. That's how he looked. Okay, thank you. I wish somebody would say something, and it's getting ridiculous. Because I know there's people that know.